Hi, I'm Kimberly Adams at CreateTotalWealth.com, and today I want to discuss one of the biggest money blocks that people have. There are actually five that I always talk about and that I work with clients on, and the first one is early childhood programming. You know, they talk a lot about money mindset, subconscious programming. You hear a lot about that, and you do because that's really at the crux of the problem for most people. Some people think you need financial knowledge and acumen, but you really don't. A lot of what holds you back from having what you want in life, all the success you want and the money you want, is really an inner game. And I found that early childhood programming is where the root of so many of our issues are, because it's in early childhood that we pick up and we develop a lot of attitudes and beliefs about money. Depending on how your parents viewed money, how hard you had to work for it, there's a lot of things that we pick up from our parents. So when we talk about early childhood programming, there are really two basic vows or commitments that we have to our family of origin, our parents and our extended family. The first one is called a loyalty vow. And there's a deep-seated need in all of us. It's really rooted and it's steeped really deeply there that we have to be loyal to the tribe. Because guess what? Years ago, loyalty to the tribe meant survival. You left the tribe, you died. You were eaten by something, a tiger, a lion. So we have this very deep-seated need to be loyal to the tribe for survival. It's very much in our fight or flight response, in our autonomic nervous system. And so that loyalty to the tribe, what happens when we have that and how that translates into money concerns or how that will translate later in life is that you might feel stuck. You might feel stuck, or you might feel like you're working really hard and you just can't get over this particular plateau or certain threshold. And many times you're stuck because it's pushing up a vow you have to be loyal to your family of origin. The second vow that you may have is called a battle vow. And a battle vow is where there's this need to move beyond the tribe, because it's each generation's responsibility and job to evolve and move past the previous generation. So we have this need to evolve and move beyond the tribe too. And many times you can have a little bit of both going on, right? So sometimes you have both loyalty and battle vow going on, but usually one is more predominant. And sometimes you'll have a loyalty vow to one parent and a battle vow to another parent. Okay, does that make sense? The way this will translate into your money or into just a life situation or a struggle is that if you have a loyalty vow, it may show up in you being stuck. I mentioned that. You might feel stuck, not sure how to get past it. You might have trouble focusing. You'll feel like you can't pay attention. You're distracted easily. Or you might be in full-blown self-sabotage and create an injury or something like that. A lot of times when you get sick or when you have an injury, it's a self-sabotaging mechanism because something doesn't feel quite right. You're pushing up against something. Maybe you're making a lot of money, but that doesn't feel loyal to your family of origin. So you create something to kind of sabotage it. Does that make sense? The other way that money will, if you have a battle vow though, for example, the way that will translate into your money is you will feast and famine. So you'll have it, and then you'll find a way to get rid of it. You either invest in something goofy or crazy, you will spend it on something, you'll go into debt, you'll figure out a way to get rid of it. And so that's how a battle vow that's unresolved will translate itself into your money. So it's pretty fascinating. It really is. And so one of the things I love helping clients with is identifying their vows, identifying the early childhood programming, the messaging they picked up that needs to be released so that they can move toward their goals so they can move freely toward their goals and not be stuck and in distraction. And be okay with making lots of money if their parents didn't, for example, or maybe working a lot less than their parents did. You know, there's that whole Protestant work ethic is so deep seated in our culture, but it is possible to make money and not work a gazillion hours. It really is. So if you would like more information, please click the link. I am actually creating a 6-week class called a Money Masterclass. You might really benefit from this. It's an awesome class. I did it in May, and I had so much demand for another one, so I'm rolling it out again. It's a 6-week class. In that, I will help you identify all of this early childhood programming with respect to block number 1. And we also go into other blocks. So there's many more blocks. I'm going to cover those in different videos or in separate videos. So tune into the next video where we're going to talk about financial trauma. That's block number 2. So anyway, it's been great being with you. Again, click the link for info on the class, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.